Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Check 55.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44. Yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 56 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. A gain of 37. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and 10, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Irvin. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The second down carry for Irvin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This is Ingram on first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second down now. Irvin trying to run inside, but nothing there. So third and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Down. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle. They'll try the right side with Ferguson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On first down, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. To the car. Check 48, the mic. Check. All day. 48 mic, 48 mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Take it.
Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watson and the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On first down, Ferguson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 41 Mike, 41. Give these tracks. Let's go. 41 clock. Right here, 41 Mike. Watch Watch it slant. Watch it slant. Watch it slant.
Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run. And it's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check it back. Check it back.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
Reset. 19. Even. 4 down. Even. 41. Right here. 41 Mike. That's a corner now.
Out of the gun, Watson. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
41's the mic. Hey, let's get this, get this.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson looks to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 21 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With his first.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. Away following the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kenny Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Check. 31.
Watson just beating the play clock. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's coming.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Watson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running right, Ferguson on the give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 38 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive will start with Josh Ferguson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp touch the football. That's on my offensive line. Don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing now, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kenny Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
47's the mic. Check, 47. Curry. 47's the mic. 47.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Watson going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. No chance.
Here's Watson. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson throwing again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 59 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. One last shot for Jackson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it